Hey, we're about to start the show, and you know the drill. If you've been here before and you have something important to share, please add a capital letter Q to your comment. And if you are watching live for the first time, please let us know by writing the word new, and we'll give you a nice little welcome. Enjoy the broadcast. Good morning, everyone. Welcome back to Coffee and Headlines, our morning get-together live here on Facebook, where we take a look at headlines from our city, state, and country. We take a look at your wonderful contributions, your questions, ideas, suggestions, feedback, and we put all this information to good use as a community of English-speaking locals living here in Puerto Vallarta, Mexico. I will warn you ahead of time, today's broadcast is full of love and gratitude. So be forewarned. There's a lot of good vibes, lots of good love and good intention in today's broadcast. So get ready to soak it in, because we all can use a little bit of good love and good intentions. Let's get started with our new, yes, Olas Altas, what high waves today? We'll get to that in a second, Doug. We have a special report from Muffin on the Street. Actually, why am I getting myself ahead of myself? Let's just get on with the news. Yes, the red flags are out again at local beaches, indicating that swimming in the ocean is not a good idea. Authorities are warning swimmers that waves are high as 2.5 meters, and they will continue to be that high and even higher for the next 3 or 4 days. So no swimming in the ocean, please. Don't do it. People die when they don't know how to swim, when they're not familiar with the waves. Please warn your friends. And of course, this morning we received a surprise report from Muffin on the Street. Yes, Muffin on the Street is back on his bicycle, and he surprised me with this little bit of love. Take a look. Whoops. Nope. Too fast. We don't want to get there yet.
Here we go. Muffin on the mend and Muffin on the move. This wave might hit me if I don't step back. Crazy. And yes, it almost did. All right, I'm getting out of here just to stop to show you what you're reading about and these waves. All right, I'm getting out of here. Look at this. It's going to hit me. Boom. Incredible. Boom. Buenos días desde Paraíso.
Buenos días desde Paraíso, says Muffin. Thank you very much, Logan. Thank you very much, my dear Muffin on the Street, for always, well, not always. We haven't seen you for a while, but I'm not holding that against you. It is just great to rely on your occasional contributions to our broadcast. They are very much appreciated. Now, moving right along, yesterday, or the day before, someone was asking about the outcome of the Rise Talent competition at Teatro Vallarta that took place this past weekend. And Banderas News has published the results in a lengthy article that has all the details, but we learned specifically that Angelo or Angelou, I'm not entirely sure, a 10-year-old singing prodigy took the first prize, which was a 20,000 peso, not dollars, 20,000 peso cash prize and the opportunity to perform a show at one of the venues in town. All the details are in the article, which you will find in the show notes, and I will have an additional rice related surprise to share with you after the weather. First, let's take a quick look at what's going on out there. This is one of the sunniest fucking days we've ever seen from the standpoint of sun rays. Okay, I suppose that is a good thing. It is 24 degrees right now. Humidity is at 58, which means it's manageable. And of course, our weather forecast for today says that it's going to be humid with clear skies throughout the day, a high of 29 and a low of 17. And then tomorrow, humid with mostly cloudy skies throughout the day, with a high of 28 and a low of 17. Then Friday, a humid day again, with mostly clear skies throughout the day, a high of 28 and a low of 16. Loving weather, loving the weather. And speaking of loving the weather, have I told you how amazing you are? And if I haven't, I need to tell you, yes, you, each and every one of you are absolutely amazing. And I'm going to tell you why. Wonderful things happen when there's a nice circle in which we learn about something wonderful that is going on out there. And then we are given the gift of being able to amplify that message here at Coffee and Headlines. But it doesn't stop there, because you see, then you become part of that circle, because then you take that information and put it to good use and you continue the circle. But then the beautiful thing is when the source of the information comes back and tells us how each part of that circle that we walked through or walked with or carried on had a positive impact. Let me show you what I mean. A few days ago, we heard from Gary Green from the Amapas Neighborhood Association, who told us about this upcoming fundraiser event that they're going to have on the 12th of March at La Huerta Barbecue and Grill, featuring live music by Monaco. How could they go wrong? How could this event not work out to everyone's satisfaction? Well, yesterday, I received such a beautiful, kind message from Gary saying, Paco, I just wanted to express my gratitude for promoting the Amapas Neighborhood Association fundraiser. Your mention resulted in a significant increase in website traffic and ticket sales. You truly are the greatest. Thank you. Well, I beg to differ here for a second, because I am just putting out the information. The great ones in this equation are you guys. And you guys make it happen, because I didn't go looking for the information at the website. You did. You acted on it, and you're going to make this event a truly wonderful experience. So you, cluster, are amazing. Now, here's another circle that we haven't completed, but we're definitely going to continue moving, and this circle is moving just fine. You may recall that a few days ago, we heard from Miranda, one of the owners of Monzon Brewing, and she told us about this really awesome event that consists of drinking, going from one bar to another. This involves 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 bars. They're going to have a bar leap on Leap Day on the 29th. And I thought, what a great idea. What a great way to create synergy and to entice people to go out. And this is, I don't know if this is happy hour or not. All I know is that these bars got together and tried to think outside the box to come up with a good way to generate attention. So we mentioned it here. We thought it was original. We heard from them, Miranda wrote me and she said, "Thank you so much, Paco. I really appreciate the mention. And I've shared your post on our social media. I also tagged the other bars and saw El Soñador shared it as well. We love the opportunity to cross promote. Thank you again. Take care." Well, thank you, Miranda, for giving us that wonderful feedback. It always it always feels good to clear your throat. No, seriously, it always feels good to hear back and know that what we're doing here has some impact. And when I say we, I mean you. I also heard, although I didn't prepare any graphics, last week we told you about Loca, the ladies' outdoor adventure group, and how they organize these boat shopping tours in which you take a boat from Los Muertos Pier to the market at La Cruz. And we thought, what a crazy, wonderful idea. Well, we heard from them as well, and they shared their gratitude with us. And that felt very, very good. And as long as we are talking about love, I want to acknowledge some of the latest friends that have become members here at Coffee and Headlines in the last few weeks. I haven't been mentioning it just because, but I am always happy to acknowledge, in this case, Andrea and Scott Limke, who became clusterites in the recent past. And then, of course, we have March Henry Henning. No, I know that that's not how you pronounce. I know that's not March's last name. It's my typo. It's March. And Trudy and Alan and Mikey and Christian all became cluster angels. Thank you. Thank you. That's a lot of love. Thank you so much for supporting Coffee and Headlines. Every time we received a new membership, we get the confirmation that we're doing something helpful, useful, and that we're nurturing you with valuable information. And of course, we have our 5 community partners: Apache's Martini Bar, a fun alfresco bar in the heart of Zona Romantica. We have Best Cord Cutting TV, a locally based television service provider offering hundreds of channels. We have Hotel Mercurio, Puerto Vallarta's favorite LGBTQ plus XYZ community hotel. And we have Bistro Mercurio, the restaurant at Hotel Mercurio. And of course, we have Joint Co-working Hotel, my home away from home, for my music appreciation presentation. These 5 community partners have nurtured us through the year, or have empowered us through the year, with funds to pursue new technology. Pretty soon, in a matter of a month and a half, we will be looking for new community partners, or we will be giving these community partners the opportunity to renew for another year. And I am just so excited about that. Now, I have even more gratitude because not only has Gura Gabor been a huge piece of the puzzle for the Rise event in the semifinals and so forth and so on, in her next show on Monday the 26th, Gura is going above and beyond the call of duty to have all the finalists at her show. And that's going to be an additional opportunity to be on stage for the 3 finalists. And I think that's Angelo, the singer. He will be joined by Sargento, a wonderful singer, and Marco and Mom. I don't know exactly what they're going to be doing, but the beautiful thing about this presentation is that all the ticket sales from that evening will be divided between the performers, and this is what Gura is doing to support local talent. So it is so nice to see that the outcome of this competition not only resulted in good, much needed funding for the orphanage, but it also resulted in opportunities for not only the winner, but also the 2 other finalists to do their thing and get more experienced on stage. So thank you, Gura, for doing all the wonderful things that you do. Again, this show is going to be Monday night at 9 p.m. It says 9 p.m. to 9:15. Gura, you may want to take a look at Oh, see, check it out. This is so weird because up here in the graphic it says it starts at 7:30 p.m. But Gouda, my friend, or Tammy, if you're watching, down here it says that the event is from 9 p.m. to 9:15. So you guys may want to edit your event to make sure that people get there when they're supposed to be there. And that will be this coming Monday at Nacho Daddy. Now, here's another one. This is more love and different kind of love, but it's love that I absolutely love. No pun intended. So much love. Have you had a chance to meet Todd and Kathleen from Licks yet? Can I tell you how crazy wonderful they are? Both crazy and wonderful, aside from serving us with the most extraordinary ice cream, homemade ice cream that you can imagine. They produce their own commercials and they do them in such a funny way. It's not even funny. Take a look. Come on, take a look.
Darling, I cannot wait to learn how to play pickleball.
I've heard so many good things about pickleball. I'm so excited.
We're going to be pros. We're going to be superstars.
We're going to be the best looking couple out there. Oh, I think I pulled something.
Would Licks help?
Of course it would.
Licks gourmet ice cream. It makes everything better.
Oh, bravo. We have an applause somewhere. Where is the applause? Oh, here we go. There you go. So, whether you get to meet them, whether you get to enjoy their ice cream, a big shout for Kathleen and Todd for always keeping it funny and always for just being who you are. Thank you so very much. I have one more. Well, we have all kinds of information to share today, of course. I received yet another wonderful reminder from my friend Rodolfo Choperena at Galeria Contempo. It's time flies. I mean, we were just there, and now they're having another opening reception. This time is for Mexican artist Ricardo Mejorada. Of course, all the artists that Galeria Contempo represents are Mexican, in case you didn't know it. And in this case, Ricardo Mejorada is going to be showing his so-called ocean fractals. Ocean fractals. These are abstract paintings impregnated with the color and intensity of the ocean, along with the apparent calm of its essential depths. The paintings force us to contemplate the wild and serene beauty that unfolds in our vision as it relates to the ocean, the colors of the ocean. And this is happening this Friday at 6 p.m. at Galeria Contempo. And of course, this is part of the open, what am I calling? What? Blah. Blah. I had another blah. Art walk, the Emiliano Zapata art walk, which is happening at the same time. So, this is part of the artwork. So if you're out sauntering on Friday, where do I have to? I know I have to be somewhere. Oh, meet and greet. So we may or may not be able to do it, but because we have our own meet and greet. But I'm definitely excited about this art exhibition. We'll check it out sometime afterwards. And of course, I've told you a lot about tomorrow's presentation that has to do with why there are so many versions of the same works being recorded in the classical repertoire, which ones are the closest to the original composer's intention, and does it make a difference? Should it matter? So we're going to talk about that. But of course, since this is tomorrow, I also had to get ready with my announcements of upcoming presentations. And of course, the next one will be Tony Bennett again by request. This is the third time that we present our presentation. We present our presentation on Tony Bennett because it has been so well received. I'm happy to share it with you once again. And while tomorrow we talk about so many versions of the same piece of music recorded over and over again, our second presentation in March will take a different look. This time around, we look at same works in the classical repertoire that are rearranged by the composer in different versions. Perhaps a composer created a version for piano solo and then decided to create one for orchestra. And there are those instances in which other composers reorchestrate a work. So we're going to take a look at those instances, get a consensus as to which one works better or not and why, or which one we like better or not. And this is going to be in the second half of March. So we have our March events covered. And of course, this Friday is our meet and greet. And I hope we'll have a chance to meet a bunch of Coffee and Headlines cluster members there, as we usually do. Gina at Whiskey Kitchen and her staff always show us such a wonderful, loving time. That's more love. That's more love. And now let's take a look at what's on your mind. Okay, was that enough love for you? I certainly hope so. Let's see who's in the house. There's a lot of good mornings as always. And yes, we talked about this earlier on. Olas altas, literally high waves. Let's see what else we have. Lots of cheers for Muffin. Lots of cheers for Muffin. Always fun to hear a Muffin broadcast. Love it. On our walks on the Malecon, we have seen tourists getting wet from being too close to the edge. Oops. Oh my goodness. Oops. Poor tourists. We love tourists. We really do. Somewhere we love tourists. Gouda, your timing was impeccable this morning. Thank you so much for reminding me of this wonderful intention that you have to give your own hard-earned pesitos to the finalists this coming Monday. That sounds like a lot of fun. And Michal says, yes, this show today is a love fest. It is a total love fest. Yes. Let's see what else we have. Boom, 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 boom. Logan says, yes, pickleball at the Muffin Palace, because the pickleball is where Muffin lives, not literally. Followed by some licks. Sounds like a perfect day. Absolutely. Pickleball and licks. I'm not going to take that literally, but I think that's absolutely wonderful. Michal has a final comment for Gouda. You're very generous, Gouda. Love it. And speaking of generous, you guys are so generous with your donations, with your coffees, with your subscriptions, with your memberships, with your gifts. You make me and Luna the happiest hosts of a morning broadcast. You make it possible. And for that, we are very, very grateful. So today, final touches for tomorrow's presentation, and tomorrow's presentation, and then Friday, meet and greet. Oh my goodness, what a week. There's going to be even more love during this week. So embrace it. Don't hold on to it. Repurpose it and share it with your friends and family, and even with people you may not even know. Have a great day.